Hi YouTubers, this is Keisha coming to you again, day 5. Day 5 went well. Always saying it went well, but today I really did not want to work out, but I went ahead and did it. And it's a good feeling after you do your workout, but it's still really hard. I did the usual. Yesterday I reported an error. When I ran yesterday, I thought it was 2.76 miles, but it was 2.64. And today I did 2.7, 36 minutes. So I'm improving, which makes me feel good. So today I want to talk a little bit about high fructose corn syrup and fiber. What I've learned about high fructose corn syrup is it is a culprit in hypertension, myocardial infarctions, dyslipidemia, pancreatitis, obesity, hepatic dysfunction, fetal insulin resistance, and habituation. They've shown that high fructose corn syrup causes hypertension because it causes a buildup of uric acid, which inhibits the natural anti-hypertensive agent in our body called nitric oxide. It causes an MI because in actuality, high fructose corn syrup ends up being broken down into a large consumption of fat. Dyslipidemia goes along with that. It also crystallizes, I think, saponificates, one of the two, into the livers, into fat droplets. That goes along with your dyslipidemia. Pancreatitis is secondary to the dyslipidemia. Obesity. Okay, so this is what high fructose corn syrup does. So remember yesterday we talked about ghrelin and how ghrelin causes us to eat more. But after a release of insulin, ghrelin is supposed to go down, but somehow or another the pathway is bypassed. Well, I've also learned that another enzyme, leptin, tells us to stop eating. It tells us that we're full. The way that fructose responds, interacts in our body, inhibits leptin. So after a full drink of a Coke soda, 250 calories, why are you still hungry? Because you've gotten the caloric needs to continue out your day. Hepatic dysfunction that goes with the saponification of the lipid droplets, and non-alcoholic fatty liver. Look it up. Chronic food fructose exposure has been found to be one of the causes of this. Back to uric acid with hypertension. So when you hear uric acid, I think the buzzword in your head should go to gout. I'm getting all this stuff from Sugar, the Bitter Truth. It's like an hour, 24-minute video by Dr. Lustig, and it's really good. I watched the whole thing. Excuse me. Uric acid, we think about gout. They showed that they took some kids with obesity, and instead of giving them anti-hypertensive agents like what's common, hydrochlorothiazide or lisinopril. Everybody and their mom's on lisinopril nowadays. They gave them allopurinol, which is used to treat gout, and their blood pressure came down. I thought that was pretty cool. So he came up with a plan to lose weight in kids. So if you have kids, peep this. He says get rid of all sugared liquids, eat your carbs with fiber, wait 20 minutes for second portions, and buy your screen time with physical activity. Meaning, if your kids play 2 hours outside, they get to watch 2 hours of TV. The last thing he talked about was fiber. He said that fiber reduces the rate of carb absorption. And you know, carbs are big when it comes to releasing insulin. And remember, insulin, lipogenic. It increases the speed of transit of intestinal contents of the ileum, which is a part of your small intestines, to raise PYY and induce satiety, which means it just makes you feel full like you should. And you know, you release the proper enzyme leptin. and it inhibits the absorption of free fatty acids to the colon, which can be metabolized by colonic bacteria to short-chain fatty acids, which suppress insulin, the lipogenic agent. Besides talking about what this great guy, what I learned from this great guy, I also want to talk about chamomile. Yesterday I talked about diabetes, and I'm really pushing for people to start drinking more chamomile tea. Because I was reading online yesterday that chamomile will actually lower your blood glucose after meals, and it also prevents glucose from turning into the substance that causes problems with our eyes, causes problems in our kidneys. So, and it's also a very good calmative agent, meaning if you are having hard time falling asleep at night or very restless, drink chamomile tea. And the last thing is it's an anti-spasmodic. So the back spasm, the uterine spasm, you're having cramps, drink some chamomile tea. That concludes your lesson for today. That concludes my lesson for today. I've been reading different things all day, getting my next topics ready. But thank you for listening. Thank you for Nika, and thank you for Alita for all the love. I just wanted to also tell a joke that Alita told me. She was talking about Rick Ross, and she was saying, I wonder what Rick Ross could be a spokesperson for. And she said, I got it, insulin shots. Because, you know, we talked about central, I don't know if I mentioned it yesterday, but people who do have central obesity, they're more prone to becoming insulin resistant. And I hope in the future I can break that down, and I hope it's not too boring for you, but that's the lesson for today. Stick with it. Look on the back of labels. If it has high fructose corn syrup, stay away. So that's it for my talk today. Thank you.